Welcome back to another video. This is actually my first video of 2021. It's New Year's Day, and I am not alone. I am joined with Coal Cracker.
Hello, everybody.
And Madam Coal Cracker, and Laura's hiding over there too. And I am actually using the new Christmas gift from JP Videos, my Purple Panda microphone, which you can hear me, and the Osmo Action camera. So we are downtown Quakertown right now. We're in downtown Quakertown right now, being distracted by dump trucks going over train tracks, which means we're at the train station. So we're gonna take a walk around, show Coal Cracker some of the local train and trolley history, and anything else we can find interesting. So, all right. So you guys tuning in, if you remember, JP Videos and myself did a live stream on his channel at this train station back in the summertime, 2020. So here's some of the locomotives from the East Penn. East Penn. Let me get up to it so I can see what it is. Yeah, East Penn Railroad, which is also the same company that runs the line out of Pennsburg up into Emmaus. So here's a switcher engine and bull nose. I don't know. I'm not sure what these are. But here's a look back at the train station here. Which again, this was restored back in, I believe, the early 2000s. It had been abandoned pretty much my entire childhood, from as far back as I can remember. They did have a fire here at one time where the roof was burned out, so I'll see if I can find some old newspaper article pictures of that and throw that in here. And then over here you got the but there is plans, for what I understand, to restore this as well. And here's the backside of the Trolley Barn. That's where they used to bring the trolleys in and out of to do service and maintenance on them, which you'll see when we get up to the front, the stone wall and the bit once we get to the front, you'll see the stone wall in the front. We're going to move on to the Trolley Barn. I'm going to show them the Trolley Barn there, and then we're going to check out that wall right there. That's actually remnants of the trolley bridge that used to go across the tracks. All right, so here's a look at the old Trolley Barn, which is now finally open with all the renovations that have been done. This obviously closed today, being New Year's Day. But this is the business, one of the businesses that's in it right now. So if you want to come check it out, there's the hours. They're open Thursday to Sunday. And there are different individual vendors that would be inside there. Looks pretty interesting. I'll have to come check this out when it's open sometime. One of the things on the original concrete up there says Quakertown Traction Company, 1897. So that's kind of cool that they did this and restored this, because this place sat empty for years. Really doing some pretty cool restorations down here in town. So here's remnants of a former bridge that went across the tracks here for the trolley line to go into the trolley barn, which would be back over in that direction there. So I'm not 100% sure, I would have to look, but I think it went across and then looped down to go into the trolley barn. And then the trolley line also ran along the train tracks here up to a point where it turned off up over off of Mill Street over here, where it went through the woods and went over towards Richlandtown. And then there was another branch that went out through town that way that went up to Bethlehem. The one that went out through Richlandtown pretty much dead ended out there and then came back. So there's still remnants. Somebody told me once that there's actually a bridge out by the brickyards that the trolley used to cross over the stream out there, the Tohickon Creek. Never found it, never went looking for it. So one of these days I'll have to go searching for it, see if I can find it. So here's something interesting I didn't notice that Chris just pointed out. There's a set of tracks here going to nowhere, and it's a smaller gauge rail. Maybe not. It's a little smaller, but not too small. That runs right up into here. So there was something in here at one point that it went into. And then you can see here, there was a line here that they made a switch into. I actually do have footage of a train going by here. One day I was here in the summer, and this is the police station, obviously, so parked in the police station and came over here and got a train going by. So I'll throw that footage in here right there. We hop back in the vehicles here. We're gonna drive to the next section and warm up a bit. We are all frozen. All right, so we're at the next section. We were down there. We came over here. This is Mill Street, Quakertown Memorial Park, and everything's over here. And then we parked over there. The ladies are staying in the truck to stay warm, because now it's starting to, sounds like it's sleeting or freezing rain. But there's a bridge down here I wanted to show him, which he's over there relieving himself at the moment. There's a bridge down here that has a date on it I want to show him. Plus, as you can see here, there's an abandoned line, set of rails here, which goes into the pretty well overgrown, nature has reclaimed it. And then these two lines, you can pretty much see which one gets used the most. This one is pretty much a storage line, and then that one is the main line that gets used the most. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Oh wow!
Right over. Yep, that's in there. So we'll be nice.
Well, you're not supposed to be walking on the tracks. You see what it did to this tree. Imagine if that being your foot.
And then this line here doesn't get used at all. But you can see it ran in through that gate there into that building, which I'm not sure what they do there. Some kind of manufacturing, but I'm not sure what it was used for or what it's used for. Oh, there's a deer. A deer just crossed the tracks. Just one, yeah. I missed it. So we're gonna head down here, check out this bridge, and then come back to this side and see if I can figure out where, because the trolley, that might have been actually the trolley line right there. Come to think of it, that's probably what that abandoned line is. That's probably the trolley line, because it ran down to there, just past that building, and then it curved that way and went towards Richlandtown. I think that line over there is the trolley line. As we're walking along, it's some old brake shoes laying here. You can see the size of them compared to my hand. There's two of them. There's one here and this one here.
The train wasn't going by when they fell off.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Oh, there's a air hose from one too. There's, looks like it's perfectly going through there too.
Yep. Off.
So that just goes to show you, that's what a rail car will do to you. There's a bunch of rail sitting here, being stored.
And when the train went by here, one of the brakes were stuck on it. It was glowing red, and where I didn't have my video camera going. Trains are meant to go, not when I threw the brakes off to the side.
So here you got what looks to be a rail stop. Yeah, just laying here in the woods. Here's a crossover track, or part of a switch. And this is all just rails just laying along the side here. And then there's some ties sitting over here. And there's, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna guess that that was the trolley line. Like I said, that's pretty much going to there. That truck that just came through. Straight pipe. So this is what I wanted to show Coal Cracker. There's a bridge here It has a date on it. Going over the stream here. Here you can see there used to be a rail line right here too. This, I believe, is Borough Building. 1917 is the date on that.
103 years old. Out in this mile in the block here.
And there's more of the what I believe to be the trolley line here. So there's like a section here gone. The ties are still here, but there's still some rail here. And somebody was drinking a lot of bush here. Wow, look at this stonework. This almost looks like it could have been a canal lock. Ooh, look at this guy. Just chilling. Taped to the tree there. So there's our date on this side too. Yep, 1917. Oh, look at all these hoses. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder how they ended up down here. There you can give a look through underneath the bridge. Looks like there's something right here.
Oh yeah. Standing on it too.
Hmm. So you look in the stone here, you see drill marks where they split it. Huh, more bush cans. You know what? That's pretty gutsy, drinking this close to the police station. What better place to hide to drink? They're probably underage drinking too, than right behind the police station. You won't get caught there, right? So yeah, if you head back that direction, you can see there's the switcher engine. That's where the train station is. If I can get him to stop moving.
What is that bridge you saw over in Allentown?
Alright, so somewhere along here is where the trolley line turned and went through the woods here. That's kind of piquing my interest. That looks like scrap metal there too, so I want to go check that out. But by the looks of it, it looks like it probably was right about where that building is, because that building has that shape.
Yeah, it's funny they didn't have that corner come out to the mound here.
So that building has that shape where that wall is on an angle. It's not straight back. But like I said, this kind of piqued my interest here. Yeah, that's Quakertown's known to be the Great Swamp. It was built on a swamp.
Close, you got some rail ties here.
Oh yeah, here we go. There's some rail ties. But what was this? This is interesting. This almost looks like it was dug up here. Like it was underground. And that's pretty thick steel.
Watch, you don't sink.
That's like it's a tank. It's an oil tank or something. There's a elbow on it, some pipe, and a plug there. There's a couple more railroad ties there. So somewhere through here, I'm not 100% sure where, is where the trolley line ran that direction out towards Richlandtown. Now I was able to see it on Penn Pilot, but now Penn Pilot's deactivated and you can't see that anymore. I wish I would have screenshotted those so I could follow the line, because I used to be able to see the line where it went from the aerial photographs. So I'm gonna have to look into that, see if I can get a map or something of the old line to be able to track it better. Because I do plan on doing a series on this. I do want to try to do a whole video series of the Liberty Bell line. So in this building, during the Revolutionary War, you see this sign, they call it Liberty Hall. And the reason for that was the Liberty Bell was hidden in this building on its way to Allentown. You can actually see right here. It says, this bell reminds us that the Liberty Bell rested here briefly on September 23rd, 1777 during its trip to Allentown, a joint project of the Valley Forge Chapter, Pennsylvania Society, Sons of the American Revolution, and the Quakertown Historical Society. So the original Liberty Bell was housed in this building on its way to be hidden in Allentown. Oh, that's nice. On its way to Allentown to be hidden from the British during the Revolutionary War. This is one of the things I do want to try to get to at some point if it's ever open. I've never actually seen it open, so but the Historical Society of the Borough is right there, so I can always stop in there and find out information. So you can see the old wood shingles on the roof. And then also, you can see it from here, yeah you can. That house right there was the original mayor of Quakertown. They called the Burgess back then. That house was actually relocated to that location from the property where it originally was rested from or built on. And I remember going in that as a kid in elementary school and getting a tour of it and seeing the pictures and stuff of it on the trailer and how they moved it from the location over to here to preserve it and keep the history of it alive. So Chris just pointed out to me up there is a date 1742. So this house was built in 1742. And it's showing that it's holding up to the test of time. I'm sure it's been restored, you know, over the years, but it's really showing. No, not really. It looks really good. They keep it in good shape because keeping it preserved. So here's a look of a mural that was painted of the Liberty Bell trolley. It was the Lehigh Valley Transit Company. It was from 1903 to 1951. It's fading over the years. I remember when they first painted this, it looked really vibrant and you could see it very well. It needs to be touched up, but that's what one of the trolleys here looked like. And as I was just explaining to Coal Cracker, we'll get back over to the intersection here and I'll show you which way it ran. It did run across down here too. I'm not sure where, but it ran across right about where those two cars are.
Okay.
All the way over there, to the white one and the gold one.
Yeah.
It ran across that way, and that's where it went up to go to Bethlehem. So, but over here, the trolley line used to run straight down Broad Street here, and then it curved in this intersection and went that direction towards Philadelphia. That's what I was explaining to Coal Cracker back there. So there's another look at Liberty Hall here. All right, so we're gonna go down the road. There's some old rail cars that I want to show Coal Cracker, and then from there we're gonna go check out over basically countryside, part of the alignment of where the trolley line used to run, because you can still see where it ran and the power lines and stuff are still intact there. So this is another thing I wanted to show Coal Cracker here, these old rail cars. Now I remember back when these were brought in here, it was probably early 2000s, late 90s, somewhere around there, because the line used to go across the road here. You can see the rails laying here where they took them out and they paved over. But this is a spur coming off of where we were at over there.
Okay.
Earlier in the video where we were walking looking for the where the trolley line ran in. That would be that direction that way. So going this direction, the rail line ends right up on this road about a mile up, and then it turns into rail trail from there.
Okay.
But these are the rail cars. I wanted to show them. The box cars are all locked up, but this one obviously is open so we can see inside. And you can see they've been here a while because this tree is growing up underneath. Now, I'm not sure what this car would have been used for. Actually, see if we can get up in here. But it definitely shows its age here by looking at these doorknobs and the old keyhole. I'm surprised that actually opened. Wow. That's pretty cool. But what this was used for, I don't know, because you got this set up in here. There's some controls, looks like controls here. This almost looks like it might have been able to run on its own. Got some seating here with storage underneath. Yeah.
Oh wow. Is this like a trolley?
I don't know because there's like controls here.
Yeah. Like someone would operate or a subway car?
It could have been because it's got, now that I think of it, it's got lights on the front of it.
Huh. Yeah, look at the
Maybe it was some kind of maintenance away type car. And it's got a heater up here too. So it's basically mirror image front and back. There's the controls here too. There's a wiper. So yeah, this was used for something. There's an air gauge. There's a light right there, which you'll see out from the outside. All the glass is gone. Been taken out or destroyed or broken or something. So, but this is interesting. This is going down through the bottom. There's some glass.
Don't mind me.
Here. Oh, found a seat. Oh. Nice. Yeah, so in here is basically mirror image of up there, back there. So these are interesting. He's got all, like I said, he's got all these metal sculptures and stuff here. We came along the back here. Each one of these has a different face on it. This one has like a deer skull. And then down the end, it's just, I don't even.
I didn't expect this.
This one looks like a center of a sunflower. This one JP will appreciate very much. This one's got a broccoli head. That healthy green stuff he doesn't like.
I don't want to say.
Your guess is as good as mine. Combination pretzel turd. I don't know. And then this looks like a steer head, I guess. Or bullhead with the horns. No. All right, so here's the last stop for today. We're getting tired of the rain, but this, you can kind of see here, looking at the power lines and the direction that they're going. This is where the Liberty Bell line would have ran through on its way up to Bethlehem. It ran straight through this way. You can see the power lines. It followed those power lines, curved down, went across this field. There's some houses down there where it went through their yards, crossed over Bethlehem Pike, which is right down here, and continued up through farmland all the way up into Bethlehem. So again, there's a look at that side as we're about to get interrupted. So this is posted, which I didn't even realize that it's school district, local school district property. So they do have it posted, so we can't go in there to further see what's going on back there or see if there's any remnants. But as far as I know, everything was ripped out in the 50s. So the only thing left is what you see is the poles and the power lines. That's it. And you can see the alignment. If you look on Google Maps, Google Earth satellite view, you can pretty much follow the alignment from the parking lot from behind the what used to be Kmart's, now Harbor Freight. Follow it pretty much all the way up through Coopersburg, and then from there I kind of lose it. I can't figure out where it went from there. So I think it may have ran up through 378 corridor, but I'm not 100% sure. So I got to keep doing some research. I want to see if I can find some maps on it. I know the Rock Hill Trolley Museum has a lot of information on it, so I may look on their websites and see what I can find for more information for you guys. So until then, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out Exploring with the Coal Crackers channel. The link to his channel will be in the description below. So until then, we'll catch you in the next one. And I want to wish each and every one of you a happy new year, a happy 2021, and let's hope it's better than 2020.
Yeah, amen.
Do you have anything you want to add, or?
I enjoyed coming down here. This is my second time in Quakertown. I've been to the Q-Mart, which they call it. We're going to go to
we're going there next. We're getting out of the rain and going to get warm.
Yeah, interesting. Looking at the trains, the trolley, what's left, the Liberty Bell where they hit it. That was neat.
Yeah, there's a lot more history in town here, so
beautiful down here.
Just have to maybe wait until spring when it's warmer.
Spring's always better.
Yep.
So find stuff hidden down in the winter time. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Need a gas cap?
More parts.
Yep.
Lots and lots of parts.
All right. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Happy New Year.